Hello, Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The NBA world woke up today, buzzing with one of the most surprising and electrifying rumors of the offseason. Bam Adebayo might be heading to Los Angeles to join the Lakers. Yeah, you heard that right, Bam. The defensive anchor of the Miami Heat, the man who's been the heart and soul of that team for years, could be on his way to play alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now, imagine that trio for a second. It's the kind of mix that makes you pause whatever you're doing, rub your eyes, and say, wait, what? Sources close to the situation are whispering that talks have quietly been in motion for weeks, and what started as casual interest has turned into something a lot more serious. The Lakers, after a frustrating playoff exit, are reportedly ready to shake things up in a massive way, and adding Bam could be the boldest move they've made since landing Anthony Davis back in 2019. The question everyone's asking now is simple. How real is this? And how far are both teams willing to go to make it happen? What makes this rumor even wilder is the fact that Bam Adebayo has always been seen as untouchable in Miami. Pat Riley, the architect of the Heat's culture, has repeatedly called Bam the cornerstone of the franchise's future, the guy they'd never even consider moving unless the offer was absolutely insane. But the NBA is unpredictable. Loyalty often collides with opportunity. The Lakers, on the other hand, have been searching for that missing piece to balance their lineup, someone who can hold down the paint defensively while also running the floor with intensity. And Bam, he fits that mold perfectly. He's the kind of player who brings energy, defense, and silent leadership. Word around the league is that LeBron himself might have dropped a few hints during Team USA practices this summer, casually telling teammates how amazing it would be to play alongside Bam in purple and gold. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's the start of something that's been cooking quietly behind the scenes. If this deal really gains traction, you can bet it's not going to be simple. Miami isn't going to let Bam go for cheap. We're talking about a player who's been an all-star, who's led his team to the finals twice, and who embodies everything the Heat stand for: toughness, discipline, and heart. The Lakers, meanwhile, have limited trade assets, but that hasn't stopped Rob Pelinka from pulling off magic before. Names like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and multiple first-round picks have already been floating around in speculative conversations. Some fans are excited. Others are terrified at the thought of losing young talent for another win-now gamble. But that's the Lakers' identity, isn't it? They don't rebuild, they reload. They go all in. If there's even a small chance to land a player of Bam's caliber, history tells us they'll take it, even if it means rolling the dice once again. What's fascinating about this rumor is how it reshapes both teams' narratives. For Miami, losing Bam would be more than a roster change. It would be the end of an era. It would mean saying goodbye to a player who represents their defensive identity, a player who literally carried them through moments when offense fell apart. For the Lakers, it could mean a return to dominance, a redefinition of what their front court can do. Imagine a lineup with LeBron, AD, and Bam, three elite defenders who can switch everything, protect the rim, and still score efficiently. It's almost unfair. Social media is already on fire, with fans posting mock-up photos of Bam in a Lakers jersey, analyzing how he'd fit next to AD, and debating whether LeBron might have one last championship run in him with this setup. The hype is unreal, but as always, the NBA rumor mill spins faster than ever. There's also the emotional side of this story. Bam isn't just a player for the Heat. He's a symbol of what that team stands for. He came in as a young prospect and developed into one of the best two-way centers in the league under Eric Spoelstra's system. Fans in Miami adore him. They see him as family. So, the thought of him leaving feels like heartbreak before it even happens. But let's be real, players talk. The lure of Los Angeles, the lights, the chance to play with LeBron before he retires. It's tempting for anyone. And for Bam, who's already accomplished so much in Miami, but hasn't captured that championship ring yet, maybe this is the perfect opportunity to chase it. Sometimes, legacy demands change. Sometimes, loyalty takes a back seat to destiny. Right now, Everything's whispers, speculation, and half-confirmed reports. But you know how the NBA works? Where there's smoke, there's usually at least a little fire. Executives deny, insiders tease, and fans connect the dots. And if history has taught us anything, it's that the Lakers always find a way to stay in the spotlight. This isn't just a random trade rumor. This feels like one of those league-shifting possibilities that could redefine the next few years. Whether it's real or just fantasy, one thing's for sure. Everyone's talking about it. From sports talk shows to Twitter threads, the question echoes louder every hour. Is Bam Adebayo really about to become a Laker? As the story keeps spreading, fans across the league are reacting in the most unpredictable ways. Lakers Nation is already celebrating like it's official, while Heat fans are somewhere between disbelief and denial. On Reddit threads, YouTube comments, and Twitter Spaces, the debates are fiery. Some say this would instantly make the Lakers title favorites, while others think it would destroy the Heat's identity completely. The idea of Bam wearing the gold and purple has split the internet right down the middle. You can feel the tension, the excitement, the fear. It's all mixed together in one big NBA storm. And that's the magic of this league, right? Every offseason rumor turns into a soap opera. Every potential trade becomes a blockbuster movie plot. Fans are making edits, podcasts are exploding with theories, and insiders are dropping cryptic tweets that only make things more mysterious. The phrase "Bam to LA" has officially taken over every social feed, and even though nothing's confirmed, the momentum feels real. It's that weird energy where the rumor feels too detailed to be fake, but too big to be true. Everyone's waiting for that single WOJ or Shams tweet to either confirm the madness or crush the dream. Inside the Lakers' locker room, the vibe reportedly feels electric. Players who were frustrated with last season's inconsistency seem reinvigorated by the idea that management might actually go all in again. LeBron, who's been quietly training in silence this summer, posted a cryptic Instagram story with a lion emoji and a purple heart right after the rumor broke. Fans, of course, went wild trying to decode it. Was it coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it was LeBron doing what LeBron does best, stirring the pot just enough to keep the spotlight exactly where he wants it. Anthony Davis, meanwhile, has apparently expressed his support for the move. Reports say AD loves the idea of playing next to Bam, especially because it would allow him to slide back into his natural power forward role more often. That combination, two elite rim protectors, two switchable bigs, both capable of running the floor, could be a nightmare for opposing teams. You can almost hear commentators already rehearsing lines like, "No easy buckets against the new Lakers frontcourt." It just feels cinematic, like destiny might be calling again in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, in Miami, things aren't so calm. The Heat front office has gone into full lockdown mode, refusing to confirm or deny anything. Pat Riley's poker face has become legendary, and this might be one of his toughest tests yet. The fans are restless, the players are watching closely, and Jimmy Butler, well, Jimmy being Jimmy, hasn't said much, but his silence speaks volumes. Insiders claim he's not thrilled about the idea of losing Bam, who's not just his teammate, but one of his closest friends on the roster. That kind of chemistry isn't easily replaced. Miami's whole defensive system revolves around Bam's presence. Without him, they'd have to rebuild their entire identity from scratch. Still, the Heat have always found ways to bounce back. Maybe this is the start of another rebuild, or maybe it's just another chapter in their Heat culture saga. Either way, if this trade talk continues, the emotional ripple effects could hit hard, not just on the court, but in the locker room, the fan base, and even the front office. Sometimes, one move can shake the soul of an entire franchise. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the business side of this possible deal adds another layer of chaos. Bam Adebayo's contract isn't exactly small, which means the Lakers would need to make serious financial maneuvers to fit him under the cap. That could involve moving multiple rotation players, or maybe even restructuring deals down the line. And yet, history shows that when the Lakers really want someone, they find a way. They've done it before with AD, with LeBron, even back in the day with Shaq and Gasol. The brand power, the Hollywood connection, the market size, it all gives them leverage that few teams can match. Analysts are already dissecting cap sheets, speculating how this could happen without breaking the roster completely. And while it sounds complicated, fans don't care about the math. They care about the highlight reels, the championships, the glory. In their eyes, a lineup with Bam, AD, and LeBron is worth whatever cost it takes. The NBA is as much about spectacle as it is about sport, and this potential move has spectacle written all over it. But let's not forget who Bam Adebayo is at his core, a player driven by loyalty, hard work, and self-belief. This is a guy who's built everything from grit, not glamour. He's not someone who jumps ship easily or chases clout. That's what makes this rumor so fascinating. If Bam really considers leaving, it would mean something deeper is shifting. Maybe he's ready for a new challenge. Maybe he's tired of coming close, but not quite reaching the mountaintop. Or maybe he's simply curious to see what it's like playing alongside one of the greatest ever in LeBron James before that window closes forever. Every athlete reaches a crossroads at some point, and this might be Bam's moment. Whether he takes that leap or stays loyal to Miami, this decision, real or imagined, says everything about the changing landscape of modern basketball, where legacy, opportunity, and emotion collide in unpredictable ways. And as the days go by, every little update fuels the fire. One anonymous GM says talks are heating up, another insists nothing's happening. Reporters track every plane leaving Miami, every cryptic emoji tweet, every quote from team executives. It's like watching a live drama unfold in real time. But that's the NBA, the greatest reality show in sports. If this deal happens, it could redefine the balance of power across the league. If it doesn't, it still proves one thing. The Lakers will always be at the center of every major story, and Bam Adebayo has officially entered superstar rumor territory. Whether fact or fiction, this moment has captured everyone's imagination. Fans can't look away because, deep down, everyone loves the idea of what could be. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real magic of this game. Hope, drama, and the thrill of the unknown, all wrapped up in one unbelievable story. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.